Katuti TV official, bringing people together.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is Katuti TV official.
Kabisa. Yes.
Now, by the way, we've been here. This is, I think, the 50th time.
Yeah.
You being in Katuti TV official.
Yeah.
But you know, we have never talked about talent, your talent, love industry, script writing in general. Now, you know, I want you to educate my people here in Katuti TV official. How do we go? How do we do? As in, ili ukue na umaarufu wa content creation, utaanzia wapi? Utaanzia kwa content yenyewe ama script writing? What do you do to become the good director? What do you do to become a good they are called, we have directors, we have script writers, we also have producers, na pia niliona wengine wanaitwa executive producer. I want you to differentiate these things and tell us, as a good content creator, where do you begin? Karibu sana.
Asante sana. You know, first of all, I usually tell people content is all about starting, you know. Hatuwezi jua wewe ni the best comedian if you are not doing comedy. Ama uoneshi the world that you are doing comedy, you know. You need to do, you know, and you need to prove yourself that you can do, you see. Another thing is that you need to know the rules of the game, because everywhere there are rules, you know. For now, is the type of content that people are doing is so different compared to what it was done 20, 30 years or even 10 years ago, you know. Right now we have new things. There are things that they have mambo imeemerge, new things. I remember there was a time there was a group back in the days. One of my neighbor was a member. They used to go to arusi weddings, then they do comedy. And they used to do that. They used only to go to the events. But today, you have access to almost, how many people can access internet? Is it 4 billion people all over the world? So that means you have a market. The market size is about 4 billion, you see. So that means that you need to know how to entertain these 4 billion people, you know. Another thing is that, you know, when you are posting on social media, you need to know how the social media work or internet work. You know, you need to work with what we call the algorithms. You know, you might be the best comedian, but you are not posting it in the right way. You know, you'll not get attention ile inahitajika. Yeah. So as a comedian, first of all, I usually say, unajua, kuna time a certain lady once told me, you know, niko hapa na kijana, unaweza chukua yeye muende mfanye hiyo vitu mnafanyanga huko, naonanga kwa YouTube. And I didn't tell her, you know, but I just told myself that many people think that content creation is just going in front of a camera, doing something, but it's not like that. It's a lot of things. Content creation is, you need to have a lot of knowledge, you know. Yeah, for example, you are a comedian, I am a comedian. You are a very good comedian. I don't even know what comedy is. I usually go to internet, I look for comedies that other people have done and I repeat them, you know. You are a creator, me, I just copy, you know. But the way, for example, the way I will put it, the way I will edit, the way I will do everything will be more better than you know. I will have more views, more money than you, because the way I'm doing it, you know. So it's a whole thing, you know. Content creation si a losers. Watu wanasema kimaliza ukose kazi, just get in front of your camera and do something, you know. But content creation is just like any other field. Ni kama engineer, you know. An engineer mwenye aliunda hii ukuta, he knew that itahitaji kilo fulani ndio iweze kusustain. The same way with content creation, you know. You need to know there are certain rules that you need to know. There are certain skills you need to have, you know. For example, I usually say a content creator is a person who has a lot of wansemanga kofia, ni mtu amevaa kofia mingi, you know. You need to be a social media manager, you need to be a good editor, yeah? You also need to have some skills of social media marketing, and you need to know how to to you need to make sure that attract watu, you see. So you need to have all those rules. You need to know all those rules, and it's a journey, it's not an event. You'll not come, I cannot say I'm the best of the best, and even those who many people think they're the best, they are not the best, So it's a lifelong journey of learning. They say you learn, you unlearn, you relearn. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us, do you start with script writing, or if you have a content, you just go there and unatoa content yako pale?
Content creation, I usually say if you're a musician, you're a comedian, you're a podcast host, you're an actor, one thing that you need to know, you are a storyteller. Yeah. Long time ago in Africa, we used to go outside. Our forefathers, they used to go outside and they lit a fire, then they stay around it and they tell stories. But nowadays, stories are being told on devices. So you need to know how to tell a story. Yeah, and you need to structure that story that it can be understandable to the world. Yeah. So it's all about knowing, first of all, to tell this. Do you have the story? And does that story attract attention of the people? So the first thing that you need to have is the story, and then now you need to structure it, because you can have a very interesting story, and I have a very dull story, but my story ipate attraction kubwa kushinda yako. And nowadays people are not even attracted by the best stories. There are a lot of stories, but people are not really interested on those stories that they are so deep. They need just unapata wase kuna ka story tu kadogo kana attract watu wengi sana. So it's how you tell that story. It's what matters a lot.
Form.
The form. Yeah. And also now you need to plan it. Now that's come to script writing. Yeah. Even things like the camera angle defines a lot of things. Yani, if you put your camera in the wrong angle, it might not, because for example you're acting, mtu amechapwa kofi. You need first of all to focus, what is the reaction? Huyu jamaa atalipisha ama ataenda awache something like that, atakasirika, atachukua, so you need to focus on that person. But if nimekuchapa kofi but the camera is on my side, well, I don't think that story, so that will make a good story. Yeah. So
okay, now I've been seeing people, they have a good content, and such people are not talking. They are doing their content, but there is no verbal communication. But they have good content. How do they go about it?
Like they are...
For instance, I know you've ever watched a content of someone like Mr. Bean. That guy will never talk. But that guy is watched by billions of people. Actually, what is the difference, or what makes that guy to trend more than some of us who are talking, who are even acting?
So it's all about, human being. As a human being, you don't just communicate verbally. You can communicate using symbols, using body language, a lot of things. It's all about telling story. Mr. Bean will never talk, but the way he's telling that story. There's a movie I saw of Mr. Bean. He goes to a church, and then he don't know how to sing the song that is being sung. So he starts to just bite his mouth, But unfortunately, as he's biting his mouth, he finds out that the song has already ended, and he's still biting his mouth. Something like that. Even if you watch, it's funny but he has not spoken, hajaongea. But unapata hiyo story, there is a way that he's explaining. He's using symbology, he's using body language, non-verbal communication. So telling a story is not necessarily telling people with words. It's all about telling a story using all the things that human being can understand, you know. And there was a time we used to learn something called the you can even use an allegory, you know, and you make that story people can understand, you know. Yeah. So for example, there was a time I was watching a play. It was a high school play during the and a young man. It was I think Kakamega High School, if I'm not wrong. So this young man it was a play, I think it was called The Prescription. You can go on YouTube and watch it. So I saw this guy, is a boy. He was wearing some goggles. Then all of a sudden I saw some people wearing masks coming onto him and like scaring him, you know. If you look at that, the symbology of that action is that this young man is watching, what would we call these glasses, 3D or what? There is glasses where you wear, then you start seeing things, you know. So that is the symbology, but you have understood, although they are not giving you directly, but you have understood. So it's all about the way you tell your stories. Yeah.
Cartoon TV official. Bringing people together.